Since the Shinju came to be in Chapter 4 of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, it's brought about a lot of questions. Why exactly did they come to be? What in Cole's chakra even allowed the clawgrams to evolve the way they did? Or why do they have the targets they chose in Chapter 5? All of these questions are valid and hard to answer right now, but the one I want to go over in this video is why Jura wants Naruto. But to do this, I'm going to be taking you guys comments from a post that I made asking you guys for your best reasonings as to why Jura wants Naruto, similar to my why Boruto isn't using karma video that y'all seem to love so much. So before we begin the video, please make sure to like, comment on some video ideas and if you like these type of videos, and subscribe and post notifications on so you don't miss an upload another video. The first comment from Rising Reform says, Jura might ask about the idea of good and evil and why be good in a world of evil. Jura being a humanoid-tailed beast could rightfully pass judgment on Shinobi and Otsutsuki. Now I don't know how much I agree with this, but I can see how Jura being so curious would make somebody think this way. This is kind of a spoiler, but in the next chapter, chapter 7, Jura was seen sitting down reading books and trying to gain more knowledge, but we don't know what for. He just seems extremely interested in getting the answers to life, and he's seemingly figuring out that the more answers you try to get, the more questions you actually end up having. So it wouldn't be a surprise if Jura was so curious that he wanted to sit down and talk about how it deals with Naruto. It wouldn't be surprising, but I don't think it's likely since he also just wants to eat Naruto. So while it wouldn't be surprising, it would seem a bit weird that he wants to learn from the same guy he wishes to eat. Our next comment from What the Fox Plays says, I'm pretty sure it's linked to whoever Jura is derived from. He seems to be thirsty for knowledge, and with Naruto being the Hokage, it could have led him to believe that Naruto is the one with the answers. Now Jura having the instinct to eat Naruto, being who Jura is derived from, is almost a given, but the problem is we don't know who Jura is derived from at all. There's a lot of people who think he's derived from Ishiki or Jigen, which is definitely a fair assessment. However, there's a few problems with this that I'm gonna touch on later. Naruto being the Hokage and Jura thinking that he has the answers for him isn't a bad assessment, but what could he possibly want to know from Naruto? Especially since the last 3 years, Naruto has been sealed in a dimension where time doesn't even flow, so I don't even know what information he could want from Naruto. Like I said, Naruto is frozen in the Daikoku 10 dimension, so Naruto being Jura's target is a question in itself, because I would think for him to choose Naruto as a target, he would at least need to know that he's alive. Even Damon says to Kawaki that if the Shinju come to the leaf looking for Naruto, then they'll figure out that Kawaki lied about Naruto being dead, implying that even he thinks Naruto would have to be alive in order to be a target for these Shinju. The next comment from Goku vs Naruto says, it has to be someone related to Naruto, maybe Kakashi or Guy, but that's a stretch. Hell yeah, it's a stretch. We haven't even seen a lick of a panel of Kakashi or Guy. Lazy ass ninjas. But no, being for real, I don't disagree with the fact that it has to be someone related to Naruto. I just highly doubt it's Kakashi or Guy. We haven't seen them at all in Boruto, and also the Shinju seem to look like who they're derived from, and I don't think anybody needs me to tell them Jura does not look like Kakashi or Guy. But like I said, Jura being somebody close to Naruto does make sense considering the other Shinju all have targets that their human counterparts have relations with or attached to, like Matsuri targeting Konohamaru, Jug or the Bug Shinju targeting Ada, and Hidari targeting Sarada. One thing that they all have in common is that these are all people that their human counterparts not only have connections with, but also have a lot of love for. You can even say this goes for Jug as well, since Bug was captured by Ada's charm. So like I said, it's possible it's somebody related to Naruto in some way, but I think we can definitely say it's not Kakashi or Guy. The next comment from Odom says, he's like a toddler, he just came to life in chapter 4, so it makes sense for him to want to learn more about the world. Not saying I necessarily agree with this, but maybe Jura wanted to learn more about the ninja world and ninja history, so that's why he wants Naruto and why it seems like Naruto has the answers he wants. I don't really agree with it, but if it was the case, Naruto would be the perfect person alive for the job since Naruto knows a lot about shinobi history and a lot about ninja in specific. However, I just don't think Jura wants to know about such things, or if that's what even matters to him. But with spoilers for the latest chapter, Jura does seem to want Naruto for answers and seems to be making his move soon, so although we don't know what he wants from Naruto, I think we'll be finding that out sooner than later, and something crazy seems to be happening next chapter or soon. The second to last comment from Spazzy Dev says, can't think of any other reason other than just wanting to eat him because of his instinct and the fact that he might be the Shinju version of Ishiki. Now of course, it is possible that we're all looking into this too much and that the motive for Jura is as simple as he wants to eat Naruto. It's also extremely possible that the Shinju is Ishiki's counterpart, and I think it's pretty likely to be either him or Kawaki. I'll touch on the Kawaki part a lot more later, but one of the reasons I think it could be Ishiki is because of how confident he seems in finding Naruto. Maybe since it's Ishiki he can feel the fact that Naruto is in the Daikoku 10 dimension but isn't going after him because his instincts to gain more knowledge are currently stronger than his instinct to devour Naruto. However, it's very possible Jura doesn't know Naruto's in the Daikoku-ten dimension and that he probably is just thinking to attack the leaf, but it also might be that he feels Naruto's presence somehow. In chapter 5, we see Matsuri saying she can feel the deep rage and sadness of Inoshika Cho after we see Team 10 upset at the fact that Moegi was absorbed by the tree. Matsuri was able to directly feel Team 10's emotions seemingly almost as they were happening, so it's not out of the likelihood to say that Jura can't do the same with Naruto. It would actually make sense that he can, since he seems confident that Naruto is even alive. The last comment from 4th Street D says, all of the Shinju are basically going after who their hosts love or are closest to. Jura is made from Kawaki's chakra and Kawaki loves Naruto the most. Now this is something I didn't believe when the Shinju was first revealed back in chapter 4, but the more and more I thought about it, the more it kind of made sense to me that Jura would be Kawaki's counterpart. Like I mentioned earlier, one thing all the Shinju have in common is that their targets are all people they have love for, so it would make sense if Jura also shared the same trait. Kawaki is obsessed with Naruto and Jura seemingly is too, since in chapter 5 he makes it very clear that Naruto is his to devour and no one else's. One thing I did notice about Jura is that he's the only Shinju with tomo markings on his body, indicating that he's very different from the other Shinju. Now my guess would be that he is most definitely made from some Otsutsuki chakra, since that's the only thing I can think of that would give him the tomo markings on his body, and why none of the other Shinju have them anywhere visibly on their body. Another possibility I thought of was the fact that it could be Jigen or Ishiki, which I'm pretty sure was most people first thought when thinking of who Jura could be. Some of the reasons I think this is because I already established that Jura is different from the other Shinju because of the tomo markings, and him not looking that similar to somebody we've seen before, or at least it's not as obvious as the others. So because we know Jura seems to be a little different, what if Naruto is his target for different reasons than the other Shinju? Like his instinctual drive for targeting Naruto is more so hate or revenge than love, and the only other person who I could think of that would hate or want revenge on Naruto is Ishiki or Jigen because of what Naruto did to him before he died. It would also be a nice contrast to one of the main themes in Boruto, and that's how love turns into obsession and how that love can make people do crazy things. Some examples of this are of course Kawaki, Code, Amato, Sasuke, etc. All of them have a deep connection with somebody that makes them or made them do insane things in order to protect the ones they love. Don't forget, Ishiki is mostly cool, calm, and collected and feels very godly in his actions and the way he speaks. Even the way he acts just makes you feel he's above everyone else with his polite but very enforcing manner he has to him. But Naruto is the first person we see to make Ishiki lose his cool and start to break as a character. He was no longer the cool, calm, and collected, polite enforcer, but a scared, unconfident, and regular person with regular emotions once he was put under pressure. Naruto embarrassed him so much so that it made him lose his cool, and if Jura wants Naruto's head because of what Naruto did to Ishiki, it wouldn't be too surprising since, like I said, there's already evidence for Jura being different from the other Shinju.